Welcome to Stay at Home Dads, a podcast.
With your hosts, Drew and Justin, a place where we talk about a lot of guy stuff.
And a little bit of dad stuff too. So kick back, relax, and let's talk. We'll start over.
All right, so we're back. So we're talking right now about some video game shenanigans that we enjoy. And Justin was talking about this new one that's about to come out.
I'm going to look it up. Oh, it's a game. Sorry, I cut you off. Go ahead.
You better be sorry. What's this game called?
Oh, it's called The Day Before.
What about The Day After?
It's an open world MMO. I don't know what MMO is. Survival set in a deadly post-apocalyptic America overrun by flesh-hungry infected and survivors that kill each other for food, weapons, and cars. Wake up alone in a world you no longer remember, setting out to find answers and the resources to survive.
Yeah.
So anyways, they submitted out this like 10-minute like clip of like just gameplay. And I just happened to come across it like on Facebook or something. And I was like, dude, this looks like super sick. Like I like games like that are more like open world, kind of like Grand Theft Auto type. I like it. Like it's open world. You can go wherever you want. And then if you want to do a mission, you walk to that point to do a mission. You know, I kind of like those types of games.
You ever play Red Dead Redemption?
I haven't. That's the cowboy
Dude, get the freak on that, because that is exactly what you like. Like you can just go out and like, dude, you got to be careful though, because you like go murdering people, like you get hunted, like you get wanted. But it's really awesome. Oh yeah, it's like Grand Theft Auto, but like in cowboy land, where like some dude like wrongs you like on the path, you shoot him in the brain, but then all of a sudden you got these dudes trying to like bounty hunt you. Like it's
well, you
good.
were what game were you playing? You were playing something for a long time. I know when I was out at your house last time, you know, pre Corona, what were you playing?
The Last of Us, the zombie game.
Okay.
The Last of Us. Dude, I've never been like a huge zombie like movie fan, but I don't know what it is about video games. I love being in like in a post-apocalyptic zombie world
like setting.
Oh yeah. Dude, it's
because that Last of Us is kind of, is that like, that's not open world though, is it? It's like a storyline.
It's kind of like,
okay.
There is like, it depends, because the first one and the second one I feel like were a little different. I feel like the second one was a little more open world, but like, but there's still like these story points you have to hit like to like unlock the story.
Right.
But how you choose to like hit it, I feel like you go like, you have a little bit of leeway. But yeah, dude, I think there's something for me about them being zombies that I'm killing that makes it seem less atrocious than like, for instance, we were talking about Grand Theft Auto, where I just was just loving going on like on rampages against like police, where I'm like, okay, I know this point that I can really like set up as a stronghold, and I've got a lot of ammo, and I'm just gonna rock these cops for like an hour, and I just freaking like myrtleize
and they just keep coming and coming.
And they just keep coming, and I'm freaking like, I'm bazooka blasted helicopters out of the sky, and I'm freaking like machine gun blowing up like squad cars, and like I'm throwing grenades. Like I got so good that it scared me. I was like, okay, we need to shut that off, because I'm enjoying that way too much, you know?
Well, I've done that too. Like I've played online, like Grand Theft Auto Online, Grand Theft Auto what's the newest one? 5. Yeah. Online. And I'll play like missions, and I'll just go play them by myself, right? And I'll have played them before, so I know like how the scene unfolds, you know? So then I'll drive out to the desert where like the wind turbines are, and I gotta go take care of like the gangsters, you know, in the vans and the motorcycle gang. Yeah. But I'll park like way back and perch way back, and I'll pull out like this high powered sniper rifle. Yeah. And I just zoom it in, and I'm just clacking these guys off, and I'm just like you said, like to your point, like I'm enjoying myself.
It gets scary how much
many times I'm like, is this a good idea? Should I be doing this? Like, okay. This has to take an effect on your brain. And especially like go think about it as a young person doing that. Like that's got to have an effect on you.
So that's what I'm wondering, because on The Last of Us 2, actually even Last of Us 1, okay, once you like beat the game, you can go back to like levels and like replay them over and over, to where like you start learning how things unfold like clockwork, and you can just get really good at like exterminating like your enemies. I was getting so good. Like yes, the first one, but also the second one more recently, where I was just like, I am like a deadly little Rambo girl, because she's like the girl. She's like 20 something. And
oh
like,
yeah, that's right.
I'm
Yeah.
just, well, in the second one, she's like in her 20s probably. And I'm just freaking like slaying these people, like Black Widow, like super spy style, where I'm like running around like a bow and arrow, like in like a residential, just freaking like knocking dudes through their skull with like my arrows. I'm like, this is so fun. This is so
like, you know exactly when to shoot and exactly
I know
where
exactly
to
where they're
aim.
gonna. I know exactly like their patterns of like where they're patrolling. I know where to like hide, like where to like run to, like to you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
but it got to the point where I was like, this is a little unsettling about how much joy I'm taking in just murdering like these like computer characters. So I eventually like have to like step away from it. But
yeah, I mean, I it could like really, you know, talk about like an undeveloped mind, like of a kid, you know, like I could see how that could affect like your day to day, like social. I used to play Grand Theft Auto all the time. I'd play online. I'd play the missions. I'd play it all. I still enjoy it. Like I still have it. I haven't played it in months and months and months, but
yeah,
I really enjoy it. I wish like, okay, so Rockstar, you said they came out with the Red Dead Redemption style games, you know,
I really
and I
enjoyed
haven't
it.
played that, but I think that'd be cool.
It's
But I
very
think
much
they should come out with like a zombie style, like Grand Theft Auto, but zombies, like
so
open world missions, everything, but with like zombies overrunning like everything, you know?
So I feel like I didn't finish my thought. So what I was trying to say was, the reason I feel somewhat okay about cracking out on like zombie games is because they're these undead monster creatures that like, they're not real humans and they need to be exterminated because they're spreading this zombie disease. Like it kind of made it okay to like have like this like bloodlust and like this killing, like
right, that you're doing, it's a greater good. Like you're like you're justifying it,
you're
that
saving,
it's okay.
You're saving humanity because you're like exterminating. But yeah, but still, like deep down, I knew like, no, like you're still just killing stuff and you're like taking joy from it. So, you see what I'm saying? Like it's kind of like this weird like catch-22 where like, oh my god, maybe in small doses it's okay, but probably not.
Right. Like I couldn't be one of these guys that plays like online for hours and hours. I have a brother that's like that, and he, like, I wish we were closer. He's 20. He's got to be 24, maybe 20. I don't know. That's sad. I don't even know his exact age, but
oh, you have a brother out in
he lives with my dad and my stepmom out in Washington, but he does that. He does like that online like computer game stuff, and he'll like, I don't know what he's playing.
Yeah.
But he'll just do it like for hours and hours, like all night long, like all day.
Yeah.
And then he'll go work, and then he'll come home and just pick it right back up again. It's like,
yeah,
that can't be healthy for your brain.
Like, what's weird is like, I don't know how you play games, but like I like to get to a point where I'm like very efficient. So I just played what's it called? It's the Jedi Star Wars Fallen Order game. So basically, as I was playing it the first time through, like I'd come to these bosses and I'd be like so freaked out by these bosses, and like I get my ass kicked. I'd eventually like, after like, because I never like changed like the settings, so like I'd always play like on a harder level. I'd finally like beat them after like 20 tries. Be like, okay, I figured it out. And you feel like so euphoric because you're like, yes, I beat these fuckers.
Right.
At the end of the game, you get like this thing unlocked where you can go back like in a tournament style, and you can like literally like play the bad guy over and over and over. I played the 4 main bad guys over and over and over to the point where I just own these guys now. Like I know like all their moves. I know how to counter. Like they're like my bitches now, and it's like sad because. But like what's weird is I'm afraid to like change the game because I feel like if I put a different game in, I'm not going to remember like how to own these guys. So like I just so I need to like go, I need to put a new game in, but like, dude, I fucking own these guys. These Star Wars bad guys. I got the PS4. My wife was going to get me PS5 for my birthday, but I told her to just hold off for a minute because I don't think anything good has come out except for like the Miles Morales Spider-Man game. So I want the Harry Potter game. There's a Harry Potter, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like a Harry Potter game that's about to come out where it takes place like way back in time before Harry Potter.
Oh, with like, zombies?
Yes.
Sorry, I'm just kidding. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you're at Hogwarts. Are you a Harry Potter fan or no?
Yeah. I've seen them all. My kids watch them occasionally when they sit there long enough. But yeah, I do.
So the game, I don't know what it's called. I'm so stupid right now. I feel like it's like Hogwarts Legacy or something, but it's a game where you get to go as a student, like back like decades before Harry Potter's like class, and like you get to like go to like old school Harry. But it shouldn't matter because Hogwarts is Hogwarts. Like Hogwarts is almost like a timeless like institution. Right. I feel like we're like
it's been there forever and it's never changed. So
I feel like it doesn't matter when you go there. Like that criteria, like the whole like structure is
still gonna look the same.
Mm-hmm. So you go to Hogwarts and like you get to actually be a student there, and you get to go through like. I just want to like roam the halls. Like I wonder like how like free world it is, because I want to like see the layout of it. Because I just
that'd be awesome.
Oh, dude,
I like open. Like I'm telling you, man, I love like open world that lets you do whatever the hell you want. And if you want to go through this door to do a mission, then you go through that door and play the story. But then you can run around and do whatever you want. You know?
Yeah.
Go see freaking Hagrid and go run down and see some dragons in the woods. And, you know.
Well, the most exactly, and the most fun I had, like in Grand Theft Auto, wasn't doing the missions. It was building an arsenal and just wreaking havoc on that town. So I don't know if that would be possible in Hogwarts. I don't necessarily want to do it in Hogwarts, but in Grand Theft Auto, let's be honest, it's fun just like shit up. Like if you've got like you got like a missile launcher and you've got like just endless fucking ammo. That was
especially when you get so far in the game and you like beat it, or you're so far, you have everything at your disposal. It's like
you've got like
you can have like a Gatling gun and it just mows down everything.
Dude, I had a Lamborghini in that game that was like armored, where I don't care what you shoot me with, you're not popping my tires, you're not freaking like getting like I was like invincible in this Lamborghini that had like, dude, it was like nobody could catch me. I was like super fast. I had super good like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then it rots your brain because you're murdering cops all the time. But I don't know what else is really coming out. Like I wish I don't want to be a gamer, but like I enjoy playing games, you know, and I like playing like just random stuff. I like playing new stuff, but I feel like the older I get, the less time I have to do it. Even though like I stay at home, I'm staying at home with my kids.
Yeah.
My daughter would rather play Just Dance on the Wii. Like no, she discovered Just Dance upstairs.
Yeah.
And she's like doing the dancing, you know, with the Wii. And this is Wii, dude. This is like AV cords, like not even HDMI or anything. So it's like super. The graphics are terrible and everything, but like she thinks it's just she's doing the dancing and everything, and she loves it. She's like blown away by it. So it's kind of fun just to watch her do that and play Mario Kart and crap. But
yeah,
I don't know. It's kind of cool.
I'm trying to think. Yeah. So this is what system are you guys on? Like, are you playing like on just Wii right now, or do you have a PlayStation?
Yeah, we just have like the 15-year-old Wii, and then I haven't even showed her like my PlayStation yet. I thought about it. I was like, yeah, maybe I should like. Because I know I probably have something that would be like up her alley there with like if it's like Sims or some sort of like not violent game that I could show a 6-year-old, you know.
I know what I was going to ask you that I like kind of brain farted on, but I tried to like hide the fact that I was brain farting. Do you play online stuff like where you're actually interacting with like real players in real time, or do you just like play like story mode where like you're just playing against the computer?
Yeah, I've like. The only game I've played online is Grand Theft Auto 5, and I've gone online on that, and it's been fun. Sometimes you find those guys that just want to like fuck with you over and over and over, and kill you, and then you spawn and they kill you again. They spawn and they just keep doing it until you start like it's almost like the bullying situation we talked about earlier, like until you start like really fighting back, before they like try to like give it up, you know.
Well, I was just curious.
That's the only game I played online.
Dude, I'm such an old school gamer because like I grew up in the 90s, and this is really embarrassing to say. I have never played an online game with like anybody. Like I only play like against like the computer system. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
You don't so on your PlayStation, you don't have an online presence on there?
Never done it. But I feel like I'm really good on certain games where I feel like I would fuck some shit up. Like if I would like actually get out there, I just Yeah, I've just never done
Like
it.
what games do you have that you would play? You would want to play online? Could you play? Could you play the Rest of Us online or that game or no?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I guess you haven't looked into it. So
I don't know because I've never looked into it. But I guess I should probably like. I feel like I should get into that kind of world, but I also feel like it's like a slippery slope because I know guys that do that and they tell me like how addictive it is and how like they'll come home after work and they're like, oh, I'm so tired, but I'm just gonna pop on real quick. Oh, it's 4 a.m. I have to work. Like that's a real thing that happens to these guys that I hear all the time. So, I mean, I guess
they get so involved in it and then come to find out that they're not sleeping all night and they're you know, and then and then you would have to wake up and take care of your daughter and all that, and you're like, oh.
Well, yeah, for me, like I'm just trying to like figure out my sleep balance with like my little sleeping monster right now. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think maybe when she gets a little older, I'll start looking more into it. But do you think
if we both get PS5s,
which I'm about to do, I just turned 41. My wife was like, what do you want? I was like, PS5, but not yet. So it's kind of like my like birthday wish is on hold because I was like, I don't really feel like there's enough games yet. So just like hold tight, we'll wait because it'll probably like drop down. I feel like in the next year.
I think so too. Like I feel like they all do. Like they come out and then when they start when the units aren't selling, then they are like, oh, here's a rebate. Oh, here's this. Oh, here's that.
What's weird is it's this brand new system. I feel like there's no games for it. I feel like there's like a couple, but nothing.
Well, like they have like Grand Theft Auto 5, the one that we both played, that has come out. How many years ago has that come out? Years.
It's still amazing.
Like 4?
I still enjoy it. If I turn it on,
I do too. But so I mean, so I think PS5 is out. I think a Grand Theft Auto 6 has got to be in the pipeline.
Yeah.
There's got to be something new from Rockstar Games coming here shortly.
There is a brand new Batman game about to drop on PS5 that I'm such a huge Batman.
A Bat nerd.
A Bat nerd. I've got a sleeve. I'll show the audience some other time of Batman on my freaking forearm. Like I kind of like the Batman. And there's a new game coming out where you get to play as like, I think the premise is like he dies in the very beginning, and then like you get to play as like a bunch of his like Bat fam members. So there's like Batgirl. There's like there's multiple Robins. There's like Red Hood. I think you get to play as like all these guys. And let's be honest, Batman probably isn't really dead, but in the beginning, like you're made to think like he's dead. So like you play as like his like sidekick people. So
until like come to find out through the game that secretly
Batman
rises from the ashes. Like
Batman's like eternal, like Superman. Like they don't, if they die, it's not forever. It's like, oh, we thought he was dead, but no, he's really back.
See, like now, so now here, spitballing here.
Yeah.
Idea for a game like a Batman game on your PS5, but is an open world like concept. So you can go anywhere. You can jump off this rooftop building and do your bat swing into the next or whatever. And you can get in your bat car and cruise around and you can fight crime that's all over the city. How awesome does that sound?
Okay, there's already a game like that, which I don't think you know about.
God damn it. Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This came out a couple years ago and I've got it.
Son of a bitch.
It's called Arkham Knight and is exactly what you just described. And it is to the letter what you just described, where
is it okay? Arkham is it any good?
Yes, it's very good. It's completely open world. You can like climb up any building with your like grappling gun. You've got a Batmobile that can go anywhere through the city. It is freaking everything you just said and more. And I actually probably want to go restart it now that you just said that because I forgot how amazing it is. Like it's really, really, really good. So yeah, if you're interested in that kind of like game, I highly recommend Arkham Knight because you would thoroughly enjoy that.
Well, son of a bee, I didn't even know that it existed. See, this is how far out of the gaming loop I am.
And this came out so long ago. Do you remember like when I lived at my old place and you came out and we did was that a snowboard trip we did?
Probably.
It was probably a snowboard trip. Yeah, I probably had it back then, but we were like busy snowboarding, so I didn't show you. But yeah.
Son of a bee, man. That's crazy.
Dude, but it's great.
I feel like a total nerd, idiot now.
It's great that you actually described what Arkham Knight really is, because you nailed it. Like, you could have just done like the complete like, hey, and now I'm going to introduce Arkham Knight. Would you like a game that's an open Batman game where you can just like drive around and like, well then Arkham Knight's
I sound so stupid.
No, you didn't, because you didn't freaking know, man. Like, don't feel bad.
So I don't know. So if anyone's listening out there, apparently try Arkham Knight. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto, but with bat people.
It's totally Grand Theft Auto with bat people. It's exactly what it is.
And if anybody else has any awesome games to suggest to us, because we like Batman's and apparently open world games and zombie games, definitely zombie games, please let me know. Let Andrew know. Let me know. Yeah, I don't know. Wait, I was just gonna say. I just dawned on me. I want to say, did you ever get into like the army games, the military, the what's those called? Like Black Ops.
Call of Duty.
Did you ever get into that?
I played a couple.
I have some. I never really got into it.
I played a couple of them. I think those are probably the ones that are really fun for like online play.
Mm-hmm.
I played a few of them. I thought they were neat. Because I like period piece, like army movies, like 1917 was, oh my god, have you seen that movie? 1917? God damn, that was a World War I army movie that was just freaking phenomenal. I like that kind of stuff. So like these games that you're talking about, like I feel like Call of Duty actually allow you to participate in like some of these world wars, which are really kind of neat. But
oh really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well then, maybe I'll check out 1917 and we'll do a little pod and we'll talk about that in the near future then.
So, all right, buddy, you want to wrap it?
Yeah, we can wrap this up.
All right, so that was our show. I guess we kind of talked about video games and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombies, man. Zombies in Batman zombies. I think we got some ideas here.
Yeah.
DC or any of those other people, if you're listening, hey. Batman zombies, Batmans, you know.
We need a World War II Batman zombie game is what we need.
Batman in World War II.
Versus Nazi zombies.
Yes. Done. Freaking signed, sealed, and delivered, man.
And done.
Into production. All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
All right. Have a good one, guys. Catch you next time.
All right, that's our show. Thanks for watching Stay-at-Home Dads.
You know the drill, guys. Blah, blah, blah. Hit that like button. Subscribe.
We'll catch you on the flip side.